Hello, and good afternoon. Um, so, pretty much didn't know how to start this podcast at all. Basically, as you guys know, I'm behind. It's been like a week, maybe some more, since my last podcast. And I'll be honest, I thought about like not doing it anymore, kind of shutting the podcast down. It's just a lot of things going on. Just not happy with the podcast. It's nothing with my personal life per se, but like the podcast is just not where I want it to be right now. Mainly due because of lack of listeners and lack of funding. Like I just don't have the money to do what I want to do, like all the crazy shit that I have in my brain. And not just that, but like just what is it? What else is it lacking? It's just lacking a lot, pretty much, And I don't think it's fair to you guys, whoever is still listening. I can see that I'm getting a little bit more listeners every day, but it's really just like maybe a handful, like maybe two listeners more a week or something like that. It's like molasses. And I understand that this uploads to YouTube, and I thought YouTube would be like a good platform to kind of expand, but I just don't have that right now. I've been so busy. I've been very focused on progression in my life. Okay, so I think the last time I spoke on this podcast, I was, talking to you guys about how I've been trying to make money to survive, and well, officially, I have started a new job, and I work at the hospital now, so it's good. It's actually kind of rewarding a little bit. Like I get to help people, and I'm very grateful for this job, and I've just been trying to do my best. Excuse me. Anyways, apologies from the last podcast. Apparently, according to my partner, at least my girl, she wanted to fucking say that there was a lot of dead air. You see, I don't listen to my podcast, but I do know that there was a lot of dead air because of the lack of I don't know, the microphones kept fucking dying or something, and I just don't know. I thought I edited the parts that the microphone kept dying. I thought it was all good. Apparently it wasn't. And you know what? That's on me. But yeah, I want to do more for this podcast. I want to learn a little bit more about video editing. I want to know how to edit my podcast better. I want to make it more entertaining. There was supposed to be like a theme song in the beginning of this podcast. My brother-in-law made it, and I haven't gotten it yet. And to be honest, even if I got it, I don't know how to insert it in the beginning of this fucking podcast anyways. So yeah, lack of education on my part on how to make this better. I would like to have a podcaster, meaning like a little machine that kind of helps me like listen to the podcast, and as I'm doing it, have a dynamic microphone. I kind of need like, just more equipment, more time to do it. I've been having the weekends off, but my girl's off on the weekend, so I spend time with her. I'm pretty sure she's gonna say like, no, you can do it. Like, don't mind her. Like, it just doesn't work out that way. Anyways, the only true time I can actually do this podcast now is like maybe either before work or after work, which by the time I get out of here, it's like 10:30, close to 11, and my feet are killing me, which by the way, I'll get into in a little bit. But yeah, let me give you the 411. Started this new job. I am a patient transporter. So meaning that like I take patients from point A to point B. That's pretty much the broad aspect. Um, but yeah, this is I work in a hospital, and this hospital is one of the most, not the most, but one of the most largest hospitals in the United States. So it's it's a big fucking hospital, and I'm going all over that bitch. And I'm averaging about walking 11 miles a day ish, between 9 to 11. That's my average, 9 to 11 miles a day. And it's a workout. Honestly, you know what's killing me the most? It's not even the legs, it's the feet. I didn't even have the right shoes for a minute, but thanks to my sister's mother-in-law, she lent me some money to get me a new pair of shoes, which I'm wearing now. It's a New Balance shoe, so I feel like a dad already. But listen, for any young guys that are looking for a comfortable fucking shoe, listen, don't fucking sleep on New Balance. I was actually, I didn't like New Balance because, like, obviously it's the dad shoe, right? Like, that's what you associate it with. But honestly, I can see why. Because older people know what's that, right? Like, age comes with wisdom sometimes, right? So these motherfuckers are focused on comfort. Like, this is the most cushiony motherfucking shoe I have stepped into ever in my life. And you know what's the fun thing? Is that when I was doing research, it's not even the most comfortable shoe out there. Okay, this is just one of them. And let me tell you right now, I am 27. I'm going to be 28 in August. And honestly, I feel like I'm just getting older, where I'm not even focusing on like drinking or pussy as much as I used to. I think I'm more focused on like comfort, man. I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like I fucking bought tea because I was craving a lavender fucking tea. Like, I didn't even know I was craving tea. I'm not even a tea person. Anybody who knows me, I don't drink tea, but for some reason I was craving specifically a lavender tea. And by the way, I've only had lavender tea once in my entire fucking life. And you know how long ago that was? It was a good time. It was a good while. But for some reason, that shit came out of me. What else? No, I'm like, now my searches became from like technology, like me buying new technology, which I do like buying tech. But I'm also now interested in like comfortable shit. I was looking up like heated fucking foot baths, and I was looking up massage chairs and shit. There's this bed I've been like not craving, I don't know if that's the right word, but desiring. I've been desiring this bed. It's from the Sleep Number brand. God, I hope Sleep Number listens to this shit. Like, hook me up, bro. But I really want the Climate 360 bed. That's the bed with all the bells and whistles, bro. All the bells and whistles. It has the reclining feature where you can lift up the head, lower the head. You can actually lift up the legs if you want to. That's not even, it's a 13-inch thick ass mattress, right? It's going to be nice and plushy, right? It's adjustable. It's adjustable as in the firmness. So if your partner likes it soft and you like to sleep on a fucking rock, it can do that. Okay, and you can set it to whatever you want. You don't even have to stay there, okay? You want to be soft one day and hard another day, you do that. It has tech inside of it where, like, it knows your pressure points, like where you be putting the most weight on when you lay down, and guess what? It adjusts it, so it evenly distributes the weight. To me, that's some fucking magic. But that's not even what got me. What got me out of everything that mattress offers, it has heated and cooling technology, bro. Like, it sounds too good, but I tried it out myself, bro. Like, You can have your torso cool down with like a cooling feature, like a little AC feature of the bed, if you're a hot sleeper like my fat ass. But if your toes are a little cold or something, and you just want that to be a little warm, well, guess what? You can section that shit out. You can have your toes warm and your torso cold, and that's fine. It has that tech, and you know what? That shit is magic to me, and I want it. It's $15,000, bro. Actually, technically, it was 15. Now it's like around 13. So $2,000 off, whatever. But I promise you, this might be the last motherfucking mattress that I'll ever fucking buy. It has a 15-year warranty, you know? And I have to look up what that warranty entails. But yeah, no, I'm seriously wanting that mattress, and I'm tired of fucking buying mattresses off of Facebook Marketplace or some kind of rundown liquidation store run by some kind of half Indian, half Puerto Rican bitch. So I don't even know. But yeah, where have we left off, guys? It's been a while. The Super Bowl. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. That shit was crazy, in my opinion. I personally would say I haven't seen a close game like that in a while. Apparently, you know, last Super Bowl was kind of close, but this one seemed kind of like neck to neck a little bit, right? It seemed like the 49ers in the fucking beginning was definitely gonna fuck them up, because Mahomes was doing some bullshit. I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing some bullshit in the beginning, like the first quarter, not the first quarter, the first half of the game. And but he picked it up. Mahomes picked it up. I give him that. You know, he found his groove, and he was working it. And me and my sister was just going back and forth through text messages, like she's rooting for the Kelsey team, and obviously we know why. You know, we know why. But yeah, no, I was rooting for the 49ers just because I wanted mayhem. I wanted to see Taylor cry. I wanted to see Kelsey to see. I just wanted to see a grown man cry that day. Like, I really did. And I didn't get that wish. I really didn't. By the way, can somebody... I don't understand football that much. I understand, like, the broad essence of it. You know, I don't know all the calls and plays. I wish I would have watched that Nickelodeon thing where SpongeBob and shit was, like Nickelodeon was explaining the plays to you. I wish I was watching that version, but no, I was watching on Paramount. Couldn't find it, because honestly, if I had the little SpongeBob theme Super Bowl, I think my girl would have fucking enjoyed it a lot better. But yeah, she's like a kid at heart. She loves SpongeBob. What was I gonna say? But yeah, no, because somebody explained to me the new rule for overtime, because I didn't understand it. I was reading it online. It says, like, oh, if it goes into overtime, it's like play like a brand new game. And I'm like, oh, okay. So what does that mean? And I thought that's what I witnessed. I thought, like, when it went into overtime, like, I thought, like, it was legit gonna be a brand new fucking game, like first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Like, these men were gonna fucking play until, like, there was nothing left in the tank. But no, I guess it's until the next person scored a touchdown. I should say the opposite team, because I think the 49ers did score. I want to say, I can't remember too fondly, but I think they did score, and it was just gonna lead into another. I don't know. It's not a quarter. A first down is going to lead into another first down. Something like that. And, no, then Kelsey's little cheerleading team fucking scored, and the game was over. I just didn't, I just don't understand the rules. And I'm not going to pretend to understand. I think the only sport that I truly have more of a grasp on than anything, and I still don't understand it fully, is baseball. I understand the positions in baseball. I understand most of the rules. It's just the like statistics stuff. You know, I don't. I just have trouble understanding. Oh well, enough of sports. Um, what else have we experienced? Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. There we go. So Valentine's Day was kind of like a little bad on my side because it was actually I think it was my either first day or no, it was my third day working for this job. And I was just a little sad because I couldn't spend time with the girl that I love, and you know, I try to give that girl the world. Really, I truly do. But it was just tight this year. I couldn't afford Christmas gifts. I couldn't afford birthday gifts for her, she's actually born very close to Christmas, and you know, it was the same thing with Valentine's. Like, couldn't really afford much. I couldn't take her out to dinner. Couldn't do anything. So basically, Valentine's Day, it was pretty much I love you. And she's like, I love you too. And she's like, all right, we're good. And she's like, yeah, we're good. And we're like, all right. And then that's it. And I'm kind of blessed a little bit that I have a cool girlfriend like that. Like, I just can be like, are we good? And she's like, yep. And that's it. And there's no harm, no foul. So I'm blessed in that way. But basically, what was it? I think we did some grocery shopping on Saturday, so like a couple days ago. And all I did was, it sounds pathetic, but all I did was just bought her own box of like discounted fucking 50% off chocolate from Walmart. And she's like, hey, there you go. Happy Valentine's Day. And you know what? She didn't even fucking want it. But, you know, I just had to do something, you know, just a little tiny something. You know, it didn't even cost much either. It was like $2. So, but I realized that, like, me being out of work for so long, you know, $2 is a lot. But yeah, love, man. Love is in the air. I'm actually kind of hesitant on speaking about what I want to speak about today because I just found out that my girl fucking listens to this shit. And, or at least sometimes. And I don't know what to say now. Because, I'll just say I'll just say the things that she already knows already. But you guys, whoever else is listening, might not know. Unless you're my family. Which, if I had to put a ratio between my listeners that I don't know and listeners that I know who is family, it's like pretty much, let's just say like I get like about 10 to 15 new like listeners a week per podcast. So out of that 10 to 15, which is pretty low, guys, all right? So just to put in perspective how hot I'm doing, it's 10 to 15 listeners a week. I would say out of that, about 7 of them is family. So at least 50%, maybe 60% of my audience is just people I know. So for the people I don't know, hey guys, I appreciate you. And please fucking spread the word. Just you know, spread them like ass cheeks, baby. But, God, I'm sitting on the fucking roof of this parking lot here, just staring at birds. It's actually kind of peaceful up here. Yeah, come up here more often. But yeah, like Valentine's Day, I wanted to talk about love, you know? Like, I want to talk about my journey when it comes to love. Like, when I actually truly found love compared to what I thought was love. And I think some of you know what I'm talking about, but let's kick it back. Let's kick it back to 5 years old. I think I was 5, maybe 4. I think that was the first time I ever had like a little crush on somebody, right? Now, you would think I would have a crush on like little Susie, right? Little Angelica or some shit from Class. Nah, not me. It was a grown ass woman. That's right. There was this bus driver I had. It's like kind of a family joke at this point, but I had this bus driver, and ooh, I was on board as a little boy. I looked at the photo now. She wasn't that attractive, but as a little boy, when you're that young, you don't actually see people's faces, right? Like you see their essence. Like as a little kid, for some reason, like almost everybody's beautiful because somehow kids can just see the inside of people, and that's what I saw back then. Now I don't know, she looks like a toenail because again, I have photos. So my mom decided to take photos of my first days getting on that bus, and I saw the bus driver, and let me tell you, I could have done better, especially that age. I was like a little male supermodel back then. It was fucking adorable. But yeah, so there was that. And that was like my first time feeling something. I didn't know what it was. It's not like my dick was working or nothing. It's just, just wanted to spend time with her. Stuff like that. What's next? The next time I felt anything, I think I was like in 5th grade. 5th or 4th grade or some shit. Right? Like, it was another girl. Her name was Sandy. I know her last name, but I'm not going to put her out there. So, her name was Sandy, and she was this blonde little white girl, right? And don't tell my mom this, but like, my mom used to go dumpster diving a little bit, right? And not used to, a lot to. And she actually found this ring. It was like a wedding ring or engagement ring or something like that. It had a diamond. It's made out of gold and everything. And me being in 5th grade, I didn't know the fucking value of that shit. I just saw a beautiful ring. Guess what? My mom was planning to use that ring to pawn it or something like that so she can get some extra money. I took that ring. And I took it to good old Sandy. And I asked her to be my girlfriend. I proposed with the ring. An actual, real fucking ring. And, God, I didn't know. She said no. She turned me down. She was like, no, I'm good. And just like that, too. She literally said, no, I'm good. And as she was walking away, I put the ring right in the back of her hoodie thing, like where the head goes, and her hood, or whatever you want to call it. And never saw that ring again. I hope she's doing well. I don't know what that ring was worth, but I hope it was worth something. Maybe a couple $100. I don't know. So yeah, that was like my first time. But like, I remember there was also this other girl named Nicole. And this girl, Nicole, I didn't know, like, okay. She came up to me one day, right? And she said to me, I have to break up with you. I was shook. In my fucking little light up shoes. Every time I stomped down, light up shoes. Okay, like with the Velcro. I was shook. Because, like, I didn't know we were fucking dating, bro. Okay, I guess I should have saw the signs. Sometimes I used to stare at this girl in lunch right? We used to just stare in each other's eyes. We used to laugh and giggle and fucking, we played on playgrounds. And yeah, I might have like took her to a fucking little school dance, and we went to the school dance bar and we ordered some smoothies. Yeah, that might have happened. And of course, she wore her best dress while I was only wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Like, of course that could have happened, but I didn't. I didn't see it as dating. I didn't know what fucking dating was, bro. But yeah, I guess she broke up with me because I guess I wasn't doing anything with her, and I'm like, how the fuck was I supposed to know? Oh well. I bless her, man. Bless her for thinking that, because I didn't even know I had a real girlfriend then, or it wasn't really real, right? Because I didn't know. But yeah, that was like, I think that was 5th grade too, or maybe the 4th grade. I don't know. It's like all jumbled together. Like, my memory ain't too good. But yeah, I think that was like my beginning years of love, right? That's when the journey started. But I would say my true girlfriend didn't even come in until maybe I was 16. Right? I met this girl online. I was playing Call of Duty. I found her in the lobby, and behold to me that she actually lived not that far away. Well, when I say not that far away, I mean like she lived in the state of New York, just like I did. But I lived in Long Island. She lived in Queens, so I had to take trains out to her and shit like that. Listen, all these girls I'm mentioning right now, they have their own stories attached to them, which I will get into another day. But I would just talk about them in general. So yeah, I got that girl when I was 16. Thought she would be the world, right? She was this, to me at least, she was this cute little girl, right? Like, she had the glasses, right? She looked kind of thick to me back then. Like, listen, this is just young me talking, all right? Now I see what I was involved with, but back then, love makes you blind. But she was little thick, right? Not chubby, just thick. She was like maybe 123, and she was Italian, right? She came from that Italian family, nice curls for hair, and I think she was like 5'4" or something like that. I don't know, man. It was just a nice, pleasant thing. She was my first kiss. She was my first blowjob. She was the first girl I ever ate out. Shit like that. She was the first on a lot of things. Just not sex, not full on sex. Just as far as eating out, getting a blowjob in a McDonald's parking lot. Getting my first kiss on the couch when grandma's in the next room. Like, she was all that. I'm leaving out a lot of details on this girl. But again, I might make individual episodes per girl. If you guys want to hear that or not, just let me know. Then I would consider, I thought I was in love back then. I really did. I gotta go soon because, I gotta go into work. I gotta actually leave in a few minutes. So I'll wrap it up real quick. And if I remember where I left off, I might make a second part to this podcast. Not in a different episode, the same episode. I just have to pause it and go into work. And then when I come out, I'll continue. Next girl. Damn. Okay, let's just consider the girlfriends I truly considered girlfriends. Next girl was Abby. Yeah. Now, she was a thick one, too. Also white. And she had thick ass, bro. Like, apparently she does horseback riding. Yeah, I'm not sure if you ever squeezed the fucking ass of a horseback rider. But that shit is muscle. I don't know I never felt a fucking ass in my life like that, and never have since. And honestly, I was kind of attracted to it. I wanted a fucking pair of ass cheeks that can crush my skull. But she was the first girl that taught me about consent. And what I mean by that is, because I don't want you guys to think I'm a rapist, is that one day we were walking with her dog and shit. We pull off into this like public restroom, and she wanted me to go down with her. And I was just like, I was just a youngster. I didn't know much, man. And she asked me oh, no, I asked her like, do I have your permission to, go down on you, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, but hey, listen, buddy, don't come at me with that pussy ass shit, all right? Don't ask me, just fucking do it. Just like that too, by the way. And yeah, so she kind of taught me on how to read body language, because when a girl fucking pulls you in a restroom and pulls down her fucking pants and shit, I guess you don't have to ask. It's kind of implied, right? But there's that. But as I'm talking to you guys about these fucking girls, man, like, don't get me wrong, I've never always been this lucky. I used to actually cry. Believe it or not, I was pathetic. And I'm still am pathetic. But I used to actually cry into my pillow at night, yelling and screaming out to God himself, like praying for somebody that I can truly love. And I want a girlfriend so bad, and yada, yada, yada. And that's mainly because I was this fat fuck of a kid, and I couldn't really get pussy back then. I didn't really get true pussy until I started losing the weight. So let's see, between the 5th grade and when I was 16, that gap right there, no pussy. And that's because I was a fat bitch with man tits or woman's tits, or whatever sex you are. And I got a surgery back then that made me lose weight, and it was a very painful surgery. And but once the weight started shredding, that's when the pussy started coming. So that's what happened. Now I'm a fat fuck again. So guess what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to shred some weight, but not for pussy. Like, I don't want some homeless pussy, like some stray pussy I find on the street. I'm just trying to get my girl's pussy. I don't think she's been, wanting to give me none because I've been just losing myself, like she has a problem with me just wearing shorts and a t-shirt, because she says when she met me I used to dress so well, and she asked me like what happened. I'm like, I don't know, man. I got too comfortable. But yeah, that was Abby. I had other girlfriends, like another girl that actually listens to this podcast, Mercedes. She was another girl that I dated. Wish I could have done more with that relationship. Just couldn't do it because, she cheated on me, and, it's just, there was like some long distance issues, and, we don't have to get too deep into this, but, now she has her own family. And I'm happy for her. There's the first girl that I lost my virginity to, which I consider to be my bestest friend for the longest time. Other than you, Joe. I know you listen to me, you fucking guy. No, I'm not fucking you, bro, okay? But you're a good friend too. One of my best friends. But no, I'm talking about a female best friend. And yeah, like, she found out when I was a virgin. Like, she wanted to be like the Neil Armstrong on my dick, bro. She wanted to land on that moon. And it was a good time, actually, because I'm not gonna lie, like, even my first time, she let me do a lot, buddy, and I mean a lot, for a first time, and I enjoyed every single minute of it. And I was only 18 years old. And so yeah, back then it was like mostly sex, and then after that, no, it progressed into, I think, more of a stronger friendship than anything, because I felt like I could tell her things that I literally couldn't even tell, like my therapist and stuff. Like, she was actually my rock for the moment. Like, I just felt bad because, like, I knew we had feelings for each other, and I knew that we could have actually been something great. But the thing is that because of who I was at that point, like, I was this deviant guy that just wanted to cheat and lie to girls all the time. And I had too much invested into that one girl that I couldn't do that to her. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I like talking to her, and I, like arguing with her, like, believe it or not, it was enjoyable to even argue with her. Like, no, like, she didn't deserve what I had to offer. But yeah, I want to bring these girls up. I'll get into other ones if you got, I don't know. If you guys are still listening, that means you're interested. But basically, bottom line, because I actually have to get going. Bottom of the line is, these girls taught me a lot of things, which is the difference between actual love and obsession, Like, they help me understand what is obsession and what is love. And there's a very, very, very fine line. I'll tell you, there's another girl. Let's call her Kay. Some of you know who I'm talking about. But we were great together, but we also fought all the time. And, she even told me not that long ago, I think it was a couple years back, that she cheated on me and during the relationship and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, great. And but the thing is that I think she was like one of the few girls that I've been with that I would consider like hot, like, well, to my standards, hot and sexy and I think that's what it was, though. Like, I tried making it fit because I didn't want to see that piece of ass go away. And but we just fought too much. It was a very toxic relationship, and this girl deserved more than that, and I deserved more than that. And yeah, I know that me speaking on this podcast about all these girls, which I'm sure half of them already fucking listened to because I posted this shit on Instagram, which they're on, like, they can see my shit. That's why I don't post to Instagram that much. But if they're listening to this, yo, I'm sorry, but you know what happened between us, and you know why it didn't work out. But you know what? I have no hate for you guys. No hate at all. And I wish I could be friends with you. I really do. But that just leaves temptation, and that also leaves distrust in the relationship that I have now. So we're not going to do that. But I enjoy the lessons that I learned in the relationships. And that's what it really is. And that brings me down to the relationship I have now. But until then, I got to go. Let's see, 38 minutes. So when I come back, I'll try to give you an extra like 15, 20 minutes. Not sure if you guys will hear me because I'll be on the highway. So we'll see. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Or for you, it might be a few seconds. All right, I'm back. Just got off of work and just want to apologize. And really, I don't care about your fucking feelings, but I'm just apologizing as a fucking courtesy. But apologize ahead of advance because guess what? It's Tuesday now. I did the fucking first half of the recording on Monday. So, yeah. I said I'd do it after work. I just didn't say what day. No, man. No, for real. Like, I hate that I'm inconsistent. I really do. It's like I feel like I'm juggling a whole bunch of shit right now when it comes to work and personal life and also education. Because, like I said, I'm trying to study to do this IT shit. Because I see the money they make, and I want that money. All right, I want to be able to afford to put like a fat pair of tits on my girl or some shit, or a bigger dick on me. I don't know. But yeah. So I'm currently driving home. Probably not really safe to do this shit, but I don't have any other time. I'm gonna just try to crank out another extra 10-15 minutes on this thing, and I bid you guys adieu. Like I said, got off work yesterday, walked 10 miles. Today I was like 9.5. So I'm walking a lot. Feet are fucking killing me. I actually, like I said, I got new shoes to kind of help with that, but really, I think it's just because my fat fucking ass is too heavy, and it's putting a lot of pressure on my heels, and it's kind of bad enough that I don't have any fucking arches, like I'm flat-footed, and so that's a little bit of extra pain on my part. So yeah, I'm in pain. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna be walking like a grandma, and make me a little tea or some shit. I don't know. Man, oh man. I wish I can tell you. I really do wish I can tell you what goes on. But we got this little thing called HIPAA, so I can't say shit. But I can say it's fascinating. I never knew how many ugly people there were in this world. I'm joking. Nah, they're just sick. Yeah, they're just sick. But yeah, so I'm driving home, going northbound on the fucking I-4 highway, and for anybody who knows about this highway, it fucking sucks. It feels like when I first moved here, this fucking highway was like, I don't know, under construction, right? Apparently it's been under construction for fucking years. And I mean years, and that was before I moved. They've just finished a project, like I think 2 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago. And it seems like after fucking millions of dollars have been put in this fucking highway, it was fucking bogus. It's bogus work. It still feels like it's fucking broken. And traffic is always backed up. And I don't know. Is it the law? Can somebody tell me if it's the law? But like, it seems like every time there's a fucking car crash, traffic fucking slows down. Like, as soon as we pass it, everybody speeds back up and shit and going the speed limit. I'm like, what the fuck? The purpose? Okay, I get if it's blocking a lane. Okay, you have to merge. I get that. But if the shit is obviously to the side in the fucking grass or some shit, and they're doing their thing over there, then why the fuck are you slowing down on the goddamn road? Like, is it a safety thing? Like, can somebody tell me? Or can you keep normal fucking speed and, go about your day? Like, you don't have to look. You don't have to look when somebody fucking dies or they get in a fucking car crash. Like, you really don't have to do that. And what are you doing? Like, for the people who actually do want to be nosy and look, like, if you're listening to this, like, what do? Do you just like, oh my God, like, I really hope they're okay. I really hope they're gonna get better. I hope no one died. Like, really? Do you really hope? Or do you have to say that shit out loud so other people can fucking hear you and think that you're a good person? Even though you're the same fucking person that fucking beat the shit out of your fucking college roommate or some shit because they farted too loud when they were sleeping. You know what I mean? Are you that person? Are you trying to make up for the sins that you did when you were a kid? And you have to look like a fucking good person? Are you the kind of fucking person that only eats kale and not fucking spinach because you just want to be that guy or that bitch, whatever you want to be? Please tell me. Like, I'd rather you be honest, piece of shit. Fucking always pretending like you're the goddamn hero. Oh, it seems like you're the fucking, I don't know, what's it called? Not a perpetrator, something like that. I don't know, fucking the opposite of perpetrator. Victim or fucking victim. I don't know. I'm just tired of you fucking bullshit. And if it sounds like you, I'm talking to you directly. All right, pieces of shit. Fucking rip out your fucking head and shit down your goddamn throat. Anyways, oh, got a cop. Not for me though. But let me put that phone down for a second. Oh no, the cop pulled somebody else over. Okay. Yeah, man. So I'm just fucking busting my ass trying to make paper now. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna have that much because I've been poor for a little bit now. Like the way me and my girl have been surviving is we've just been eating salads. It's pretty inexpensive. We just grabbed the big tub of salad mix, the spring mix, and we've just been eating that shit. I make my homemade dressing. I make a Dijon dressing. Get a little bit of glass jar. For anybody who's interested, get a glass jar. Add some olive oil to it. Add some oregano. You're gonna want to put I'm gonna say a little bit of lemon juice, right? You want that zing. Some salt, some pepper, for flavor, but be moderate. All right, don't overdo it. And I put white wine vinegar. I don't do regular vinegar. I do the white wine. And mix that shit up, and it's good. And if you want it a little sweet, put some honey in that bitch. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. So yeah, that we got that going on. But yeah, I feel bad because I'm gonna get my first check from this hospital about in a week or two. And the hospital has this thing, right? The cafeteria is fucking dope, bro. It is fucking dope. They got salad bars, they got taco bars, they fucking got French fries, pizza, sandwiches, fucking Gatorade, Celsius, all that shit. They got all that shit. All right, whatever you want, they got it. Even they got sushi, bro. Like whatever the fuck you want, you got it. And it's actually pretty dope. But the problem is, I don't got no money. So the hospital has this cool thing for employees, right? Like if you have a badge to the hospital, just a badge, get you door to door, whatever. Like you can just scan that shit at the fucking register, and then that's it. It's paid for. They just take that shit out of your check. And I don't know. I've been eating like at least once a day there. Yeah, so today was like the first day I brought a salad with me, but I just wanted some regular food. It's been a while, but can't afford it just yet. But hey, at least I lost 6 pounds from that shit, from fucking practically starving. So I got that going for me. What's next? Man, I always feel like I'm the fucking most boringest guy, and I keep saying that every goddamn podcast. My sister and her husband is now on a budget, so they can't really spend the gas money to come out to see me as much. And I understand. I'm not holding them to it. I'm the same way right now. Like they live in Kissimmee, and if anybody knows, like Kissimmee, like okay, I live in. I'm not gonna say exactly what town, but it's at least 30 minutes from Orlando going north, right? So to go to Kissimmee, that's about a hot hour and a half to get there. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, I have done it, but it's like ridiculous because at least like when you come to my crib, there's fucking parking. Like when I go over there, there's barely any fucking parking. And I'm spending like more gas money on fucking parking. What was I talking about before? I was talking about like first times with lovers, right? I mean, we can go back on that if you guys don't care. I think I left off with a girl named Abby, right? All right, there was Abby, fat ass, right? Horse bitch. Let's see. And then We got, who fucking came after Abby? I don't fucking know who came after that girl. Oh no, then I mentioned Kay, right? I mentioned Kay. There was that girl, and then, who came after that one? I know, okay, pretty much after that one, I'm not gonna lie, I went on a whole rampage, right? I was a sandy motherfucking hook of fucking pussy after that girl. Like, I went through them. I don't know. You ever fucking left a girl? Like you would think, like, you would leave a girl at their place, right? You go back to their place, you fuck them, and you just leave, no call the next day, right? I was so fucking dumb because I left them at the place at where I was staying. Like, I did that. And I just had, oh, thank God people are not listening right now, but yeah, certain people, I should say. But yeah, I did some sleazy ass shit. And I think I was like 21, 22 when I was like actually ready to like go back into love, right? Like, I wanted to find some love. All right, I wanted the sweet, passionate love. It didn't matter if you were skinny or fat, all right? Like, skinny bitches, you know, we're trying to make a fire. Fat bitches, I got that Tempur-Pedic love. You know what I mean? When you see the outline of you when you get off that bitch, that kind of love, right? It didn't matter, just as long as we connected. And I worked at a call center at one point, and that was like my hunting ground, right? Like, I used to work the overnight over there, and that was like my hunting ground. So overnights, you don't get no fucking calls, not really. Everybody's in bed, and no, there was tall bitches I was into, like some Amazonian bitches. There was some short bitches, black bitches, Asian bitches, white bitches, chunky bitches. All of them, I was planting seeds. All right, I was being flirtatious with all of them. Not heavy, but a good amount. And no one was biting, not really. And you know what's funny? It's in the same place, the one girl that I really wasn't trying to fuck with at all. You know, like, she just wasn't on my scope. That's what it was. But I was like me and the same girl, we had like a training class together, right? And she was like, came in from the bathroom or something, and she was like walking away to her desk, right? And let's just say she had a little booty shake going on, right? A little something back there, and that kind of hooked me. And me and some other guys were kind of looking too. And the only problem is that the other guys, they were taken. I wasn't. So they pretty much told me to get up, talk to her, and I was like, nah, man. And then they were like, yo, and then they placed a bet, and, you know, I think it was like $20, something like that, and that I couldn't get her number. So pretty much I took that bet, went over, introduced myself, said some wild shit just to make it seem like I'm actually doing something, because I wasn't really interested. And needless to say, the girl had a boyfriend. You know, they were in a relationship for about 4 years, and, you know, it's going. It's not the perfect relationship, blah blah blah. But we still exchanged numbers, so I won the bet. Didn't get that $20 though. Those fucking cheap bastards. And yeah, well, needless to say, fast forward a little bit. Boyfriend was hitting this particular girl. I came to the house. I beat his ass a little bit. I won, obviously. And then and it wasn't really a real fight. Like, this guy tried to pretend like it was a play fight, but you can tell that he was actually trying to put in his real shit in there. So yeah, I guess he just didn't like that I was talking to this girl late night. And really, it was friendly conversation, in my opinion. I wasn't actually like flirting. Not even then. I'm actually respectful, believe it or not, when it comes to other people's relationships. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, no. Fast forward, the fucking fight ended. Some more shit went down. She broke up with him, and then she's like, yo, come over. And I sealed the deal that night, and she thought about me, and I was like, all right, I'm in. And yeah, and 6 years later, here we are, same girl. She's putting up with my shit, I'm putting up with her shit, but we still love each other somehow. So, and for any young guys, if you're listening, listen. I'm not gonna pretend like I know it all. I'm still learning. But there's always been like a philosophy I had, which is true love, in my opinion, is somebody who doesn't fucking need you in the goddamn slightest. Alright, can just walk out and leave anytime they want, but choose to be with you because they like you and they love you. And that to me is fucking true love. And I think that's what I got, because I can't tell you how many times, oh man, I thought about putting that pillow over that head or something. or doing some petty shit, like fucking cutting the brake lines over whatever, like. and I know she thought the same shit. Yeah, no, happy Valentine's Day to that broad, because I commend her. Listen, my mother had a hard time with me. My father had a hard time with me. Both spouses of each person had a hard time with each other, with me. So you know what? I'm not an easy person, and I get that. I'm still working on it. I'm growing as a person, but yeah, I'm a fucking dick at the end of the day, and I get it from my father. He's a dick. My mom's a cunt, so I just get her pettiness. But you know what? I still love my pops. My mom, you guys already know. Anyways, ooh, look at that. I'm already in my fucking town. I made it. How far are we in? Oh, almost 20 minutes. Yeah, man. I'm still gonna try to crank out these podcasts for y'all. I really don't know. I have no set fucking schedule. I have no idea what to talk about. I know my friend Joe, he gave me some suggestions, but I love it. I love the suggestions. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not that intelligent right now. Like, I want to make this podcast funny. I would like to have segments, Like, I thought about making a separate podcast to give messages to my future kids, because honestly, I don't know how long I have on this earth, and I don't know when it's my time to check out. There's like, I could always die before my parents or whatever, but I don't know what's gonna happen. But I do know that like this shit is gonna live on forever, these recordings. So I would love it if I can give like some advice to future junior or something, just in case something does happen. And I'll tweak my advice as I go. Maybe I will spend like maybe 10 minutes at the end of the podcast, like 10 minutes separately, just giving a message to junior, whether it's a boy or girl. And you guys can listen, or you can turn off the podcast after that 10 minutes, or before that 10 minutes, whatever. All right, but yeah, I would like to have segments. Eventually, I would like to start recording this fucking podcast and actually have like, I don't know, like little themes, right? Like maybe a game show kind of theme, or trivia of my fucking life, like quizzing other people about me. Like if I brought my sister on, see how much she knows about me. So we'll see. That would be interesting, right? Like the girl that I've been fucking for 6 years versus the versus the sister, the girl I grew up with for a solid 13 years before we separated. But Yeah, who knows? But my girl's never gonna come on here. She thinks it's actually funny that she's not on here. Like, she has like some social anxiety, so she doesn't want people to know what she sounds like or who she is or even what she looks like. She wants to be a ghost, and I can respect that because I've been wanting to be a ghost all my life. But now she wants it. She's actually think it's a little funny that she's not on here, so it can make it seem like I don't have no fucking girl at all. That I'm just this pathetic little boy making up some shit. So whatever. I'll let her play her game. All right, y'all. I had to make a new recording on this, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to merge the two recordings. But until then, thank y'all, and I'll see you next time, whenever the fuck that is. Alright, thanks.